We'll be getting started soon. I just have to fix one thing on a line change and we'll be going. Yeah, and it's ace, by the way. Hi, Nick. Hi, Evil. I'll be going as soon as I hear back from somebody. I just need somebody to check on something before I get started. All right, let's get started. Oh, feelings on Raj sabotaging my team? Yeah, I was pretty disappointed that the sweet ice surface that he used, that he created for us, was not able to be displayed today. But hey, we had some nice wins in Nashville, so I won't complain. All right, let's get her going. Starting off, we have the Kelowna Knights and the Anchorage Armada. Before we do a live sim, let's take a quick peek at the standings. So far in the league, we have the St. Louis Scarecrows leading the way with 24 points with a record of 11-3-2. And that's for the Southern Conference. On the northern side of things, the Great Falls Grizzlies are leading the way with a pretty strong effort with 14 wins and 4 losses for a total of 28 points. Our league leader in points is Toivo Jokinen from the Scarecrows. He leads both in goals and assists. On the goaltending side, Tyler Bordega is leading the way with a goals against average of 1.22. Linus Olli has a .953 save percentage, just narrowly above Bodega. And Lurtz McCore of the Citadels leads the way in goaltending victories. Let's get started. Start us off, the Kelowna Knights are going to defeat the Anchorage Armada by a score of 3-1. First star of the game goes to Chris Gaines with 2 goals and no assists. Second star, Johnny Hockey with a .949 save percentage and a 37 save effort. And the third star of the game, Reverick Toddington with a goal. Shots were 40-35 in favor of the Knights. Next up, the Kraken and Raptors. And the Raptors take this one by a score of 5-3. First star of the game, Wilhelm Seider with a trio of assists. Second star, Radley Yates with an assist. Third star of the game, Obi O'Connell with a goal and an assist. Shots are 35-33 in favor of the Raptors. Shout out Joe McPadstack in relief with a nice 11 save shutout effort, despite taking the loss, but that's a good performance in relief. Next up, the Falcons and the Walleye. A massive 11-1 victory for the Falcons with a 5-goal third period effort. First star of the game goes to Idnak Canister with 3 goals and 3 assists. Second star, Vyacheslav Shevchenko with 2 goals and an assist. Third star, Maximus Decimus Meridius with a goal and 2 assists. Shots were 41-18 in favor of the Falcons. Cotton 4K. Next up, we have the title in the Battleborn. And Nevada takes this one with a 5-0 shutout victory. First star of the game goes to Or 2.0 with 3 goals and an assist. Second star, Armani Dove with no points, but just a heck of a game. Third star of the game, Henrik Marshall with a goal and an assist. Shots were 44-15 in favor of the Battle Babies. Let's see. I saw Rugsy ask if I know how to look at the scoring. Rookie points. I found it. I did the thing. Mina Ishido with 15 points leads the way so far, but Vyacheslav Savchenko is right behind. William McGurthy is tied with Takemichi Hanagaki. So there you go. No, I'm happy to do that. If I can work it into there and get you guys what you want to see, that's what the show's all about. So there we are. We're going to go ahead and progress. It looks like we do have some live sims marked here for me today, so that'll be fun. Vancouver and Colorado, you go first. Hey Patrick, how are you, buddy? Vancouver takes this one by a score of 5-4. First star of the game goes to No Cheddar with a hat trick. Second star, PDL Merchant with a goal and an assist. Third star of the game, Paulie Wag with a couple of assists. Shots were 34-31 in favor of the Whalers. Nice, Nick. That's cool, dude. Keep grinding, buddy. What's a penalty-filled third period there? Holy smokes. All right, next up we have the Berserkers and the Citadels. And the Citadels murder the Berserkers 9-2. Shots were 65-26. First star of the game goes to Kaylin DeBean with 3 goals and an assist. Yu Nishinoya gets the second star with a goal and an assist. And third star of the game goes to Leon L. Massint. Next up, we have Ottawa and Detroit. Ottawa takes this one by a score of 4-3. First star of the game, Brett Montgomery with 2 assists. Second star of the game, Stanislav Uljevic with a goal and an assist. Third star of the game, Lord Marshal Lorenzo Alstott with a couple of goals. Shots were 39-37 in favor of Detroit. All right, and we're going to have a live sim here. We have St. Louis and Anchorage. And we're underway here in St. Louis. Anchorage gains the offensive zone, moving the puck over to the left side. They cycle back, but they're going to be assessed a minor penalty here. It's a power play for St. Louis. Oh, I did not mean for that to happen. All right, we're approaching the quarter mark in the first period. We're still deadlocked at 0. Anchorage in the offensive zone, moving the puck well. Long-range shot. The rebound comes out, but that doesn't go. Offensive zone for St. Louis. They move it up to the right wing. Turn it over. Anchorage gets it back, but they turn it right back over. St. Louis shot from the point. Rebound. It doesn't go. The Scarecrows continuing their power play here. St. Louis in the offensive zone, up the right wing, over to the blue line. One-timer. Beautiful glove save. They have the puck again. Another long-range mid. That's going to be handled. St. Louis applying pressure now. Trying to break this deadlock tie at 0. Right over the slot. He shoots. Beautiful save. Great job by the goaltender there to handle that rebound. Anchorage now going the other way. They score. It's 1-0. Boats. Dr. Wad breaks the ice with his first of the season. The assists go to Luca Lilia and Gabriel Oliver Koivu. St. Louis now going in the other direction. They're in the zone. Left wing over the right wing. Shot and blocked. Anchorage is going to ice it here. Offensive zone drop for St. Louis. Shot. They score! Off the draw! We're tied up at 1. St. Louis trying to go the other direction and make this a sequence to go ahead. Nice passing play as they gain the zone, but that's going to be blocked. They are trying to gain the zone again. Sick little passing play, but it doesn't go. Anchorage now going the other direction. It's a 2-on. No, they turn it over. Long range shot. That doesn't go. Nice save there by the Crows goaltender. Trying to go back ahead here to get their lead back. Off the outside of the post. That one nearly snuck in. St. Louis now in on the breakaway. Big save. Goaltender stood tall and kept his pad down and sealed the ice. 2-on-1 for Anchorage, going the other way. It doesn't go. St. Louis now through the neutral zone, gains the offensive blue line. It's a 2-on-0. Nice save there by the boat goalie. Chances galore for both sides in this first period. We're still tied at 1 at the end of the first period. Shots finished for that period, 15-11 in favor of the Scarecrows. Let's see what happens in the second. Anchorage over the Crowhead at the middle of the ice. They move the puck right wing over to the left wing, back to the left wing, off the post, and it doesn't go. St. Louis now trying to turn it into a sequence, and they do it! They score off the rush! It's 2-1 Crows! Chinweke, H.I., Valentine, and goal. Anchorage is going to go to the power play, though, with an opportunity to tie it up. St. Louis shorthanded, trying to press. They shoot, and that's saved. Anchorage now going the other direction. That man advantage is over. Looks like Anchorage has been assessed. Maybe, no, we got matching penalties. We got some 4-on-4 hockey here. St. Louis being contested, really struggling to get that puck out. Long range shot with traffic, and that is kept out by the Scarecrow's goaltender. There's a breakaway here for Anchorage. Beautiful blocker save, and he handles the rebound. St. Louis going into the offensive zone now. Offside. It's 2-1 Scarecrows. We're approaching the midway point through this game. St. Louis ices it, though. So we have an offensive zone draw for Anchorage. St. Louis turns it over in the defensive zone. Anchorage is zipping that puck around. That one goes off the crossbar. That one goes off the outside of the post. Nearly tied up at 2. Anchorage ices it here. St. Louis in the offensive zone. Nothing happening. Anchorage in the offensive zone now tries to stretch out the ice. East to west. Big shot from the point. The rebound's out. Doesn't go. Nice job by the Crows goaltender there. Approaching the 3-minute mark of the second period. It's still 2-1 St. Louis. Anchorage is pressing. Long-range shot with traffic, but that doesn't go. And that's going to do it for the second period. St. Louis holds the lead at the end of 2-1. Shots are 31-18 in favor of the Crows. Angel Ann Kowalczyk is having a strong game with a .944 save percentage through 2. Olivia Osgood, on the other hand, is performing quite well as well with a .935 save percentage. Let's see what happens in the third period. We're underway. We have a little extra ice out there, too, with some 4-on-4 hockey. Anchorage in the offensive zone goes up the left wing. That's going to be easily handled by the defender. St. Louis trying to go the other direction, looking for their first 2-goal lead of the night. Shot from the middle. That is going to be kept out. The goaltender struggled a little bit with the rebound there, but no harm, no foul. But St. Louis goes offside here. They recover it off the ensuing faceoff. That's going to be blocked by the defender. Offside again for St. Louis. What you want to do, guys, I coach Mites. You want to make sure that the puck goes in the zone before you do. Follow me for other hockey tips. Anchorage now can't stay onside either. St. Louis off some confusion on the offside situation. Tries to get a shot off the rush, and they do, but that's kept out. Anchorage is offside again there. St. Louis gains the offensive zone. Long-range shot with power, but that goes just wide on the left-hand side. Anchorage ices the puck here. Offensive zone drop for St. Louis. Big shot from the point. That's blocked. Nice look there with traffic. Anchorage gains the offensive zone on the right. They turn it over. St. Louis going the other direction. Oh, the outside of the post. Holy... Oh, no! Anchorage turns it over in a difficult area of the ice. And Midnight makes them pay with their 11th of the season. Assists go to Jordan for the third and Godfrey Williams. It's 3-1 Scarecrows. The Crows are looking for more. They're in the offensive zone now. Moves it over the right wing, over the left wing. One-timer, that's kept out. And off the rush, they do it. It's 4-1 St. Louis. Jordan 4-4 got the goaltender Olivia Osgood to bite, open up the 5-hole, and he stuck it right between the wickets for his third of the season. Assist went to Rondella's Ringo Ramat for springing him in. Secondary assist, Midnight. 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the third, and this game looks like it is going to go to St. Louis. We're approaching the 5-minute mark of the third period. St. Louis on the breakaway. Woo! Nice save by Olivia Osgood, and the rebound comes out and gets sent just wide. It's 5-1 Crows. Beauty little passing play between Midnight and Gio Corn. 8.5 remaining in the third. It's 6-1 St. Louis. It's a bold strategy. To give up a 2-on-0. This team. Koyo Jokinen gets that one. And that's going to do it for the game. St. Louis is going to take this one by a score of 6-1. First star of the game goes to Midnight with 2 goals and an assist. Second star, Jordan 4-4 the third with a goal and an assist. Third star of the game, Rondellis Ringo Ramat with a trio of apples. Shots were 46-23 in favor of the Scarecrows. I do think that Anchorage was actually doing pretty well in this game, and I don't know if the box scores are necessarily reflective of you know, how I think that game actually could have gone. But good on the Crows for getting it done in the second half of the game, that's for sure. Cheeky little game by Angel Ann Kowalczyk with a 9.57. Nice work. All right, we have another live sim between Nevada and Great Falls. And the puck is dropped here in Great Falls. Nevada gains the offensive zone. Moving the puck well, right wing over the left wing. Shot off the rush, that's kept out. Nevada in the offensive zone on the right wing. Over to the center, over to the right wing. Power play for Nevada, and it's a short-handed goal.
There I was, back in the wild again.
Matthew LaRue.
And I feel right at home, where I belong.
Assist to Chef Gagne and Keenan McKellar. 1-0 Bears. Da Bears. Nevada now in the offensive zone looking to answer. They do off the rush. Beautiful goal. Becky Fromm with the soft hands just tossed that puck over the shoulder of the goaltender underneath the bar to tie it up. Assists go to Joe Schmo and Walter Forsberg. Halfway through the first, we're tied up at 1. Great Falls looking to go back ahead in the offensive zone. Moving the puck well back to the D-man. One-timer, that's blocked. Offensive zone for Nevada. Looks like Great Falls is going to take a penalty here. Power play to the battle, babies. Short-handed breakaway for Great Falls. What a save there. Mark that one down if the Battleborn are going to hold on to win this one. Nevada now moving the puck around in the offensive zone. Well, that's going to be kept out. Nevada's going to go to the power play here. Looks like a bad discipline offensive zone penalty for the Grizzlies. Nevada zipping that thing around, but the strong structure of the Grizzlies doesn't give them anything. That puck was out of play here. Oh! Shot from the point. That's kept out. Nice save. Grizzlies in it, and again on another breakaway, short-handed. Beautiful glove save, but the rebound goes in. It's a short-handed goal.
Back in the wild again, and I feel right at home where I belong.
With their 12th, makes it 2-1. Falls in the offensive zone, looking to make it a 3-1 game, but nothing going there. And again, though. They do it! Beautiful tip in the slot.
Back in the wild again.
Cone Bookbinder.
And I feel nice right at home where I belong.
To make it 3-1. Great Falls. 2-0 for Nevada. Nice save by Bodega, who shuts the door. And that's going to do it for the first period. Great Falls takes this one in this first period by a score of 3-1. Shots were 12-7 in favor of the Battleborn. We'll have to see what happens in the second. Trying to catch up on my NHL news. See if there's anything interesting going on. Today was crazy in the world of the NHL, I'm not gonna lie. Battleborn moving the puck around well. Rebound goes out. Battleborn are on the power play here. And they score! Nevada just stretched out the Grizzlies in the defensive zone while they were on the PK. Cross from the little soft area of the ice. And he was able to tuck it underneath the goaltender for the second goal of the game for Nevada. Assist goes to Hendrik Marshall and Orb 2.0. We're halfway through this game here. Offensive zone draw for Nevada. Looks like it's going to be a power play for them again, too. Sure enough. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the second. It's a 2-on-1 for Nevada. Oh my, he got beyond the goaltender and tried tucking it back in. But the Grizzlies goaltender sealed the post. Well done. It's going to be icing against the Grizzlies. Long range shot from Nevada. It doesn't go. That's going to do it for the second period. Grizzlies hold the lead 3-2 at the end of 2. Shots are heavily favoring Nevada, but they're just having a hard time solving Bodega. We're underway for the third. Power play for Great Falls, looking to extend their lead. Long range shot, that is blocked. Grizzlies recover though, and they shoot. Nice save by Claude O'Caster. Nevada dumps it in deep. That is going to go out. Nevada scores. We're tied up. Lloyd's Rivers with their second. Assists go to Hunter Cross and Oscar. So much for cat-like reflexes. Nevada in the offensive zone, moving the puck well, looking to go ahead for the first time. Oh man, nice save by Bodega there. Looks like there's an opportunity for a breakaway here. It's not going to quite materialize. The Great Falls is looking to go back ahead, but nothing happens here. Offensive zone draw for Nevada. The Great Falls is going to win it, but turns it over. Oh, nearly a fire drill, an emergency back there. But it doesn't go. Nevada pressing, long range shot. That's going to be handled by the blocker. Nevada in the offensive zone again. They are just applying the pressure. They are forcing turnovers left and right defensively by Great Falls. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the third period. We're still deadlocked at 3. Great Falls in the offensive zone. Shot, and that's handled by Toronto Caster. Great Falls again pressing it. Long-range shot, not much traffic. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. Great Falls still in the offensive zone. Nothing going. 30 seconds remaining in the third period in regulation. Oh, that looked like it went in. But this is going to take overtime. Shots through regulation, 34-16 in favor of the Battleborn. 3-on-3 hockey we go. Nevada gains the offensive zone up the left wing. He's going 1-on-3 and he shoots. It is kept out by the goaltender. Great Falls bases it. Offensive zone for Nevada. And they score! It's an overtime game winner for Harley Let's go to Hunter Cross and or 2.0. Nevada wins this one. First star of the game goes to Hunter Cross with a goal and 2 assists. Second star, Kelly McMahon with a goal. Third star, Harlan Sanders with the overtime game-winning goal. Shots were 37-16 in favor of the Battleborn. And I technically have one other live sim I'm supposed to do, but my voice is porked, so I'm not going to do play-by-play for that. Next up, we have the Knights and Berserkers. Newfoundland is going to take this one from the Knights. Wrath with a hat trick. Beautiful work by him. Combining with the other deadly sin, Envy, with a trio of assists. Envy gets the 3rd star. Johan Selic gets the 2nd star with a goal and an assist. Shots were 42-33 in favor of the Berserkers. Next up, we have the Scarecrows and the Timber. St. Louis takes this one by a score of 3-2. First star of the game, Paul missed the net, who did miss the net, but got a good assist off of it with 1 assist. Second star, Holy Guacamole, with an assist. Third star of the game, Krim Frosker Raskul Ufurin with 2 goals. Shots are 39-37 in favor of the Scarecrows, who got the victory. Quebec City and Yukon are next, and Quebec City takes this one by a score of 3-2. God damn it, Seth! He's our first star. Second star, Thunder Speaker with an assist. Third star of the game, Cujo Pirelli with a goal. Shots were 29-24 in favor of Yukon. San Diego goes down and loses to the Vancouver Whalers 4-0. First star of the game, River Ekaterina Volkova with 2 goals and an assist. Second star, Thomas Passarelli with a goal and an assist. Third star, Joe Primo with 2 assists. Shots are 35-15 in favor of the Whalers, who had a nice surgical defensive game to secure the victory. Shout out Maguro Bachira for your shutout. Congratulations. Thunder Bay and Detroit are at it, and Detroit dismantles the Walleye 9-3. First start of the game, Idnak Canister with a trio of goals. Second star of the game, Maximus Decimus Meridius with 4 assists. Third star of the game, Matthew Thompson with 4 assists. Shots were 47-20 in favor of Detroit. Just a casual 6-goal effort in the third. Next up, Anchorage in Vancouver. Vancouver wins 6-1. First star of the game, Quentin Hennessy with an assist. Second star, Pollywag with a goal. Third star of the game, Joe Primo with 2 goals and an assist. Shots were 29-26 in favor of the Whalers. Next up, the Raptors and Grizzlies. Great Falls takes this one by a score of 4-1. Boone Breakaway with a goal and 2 assists. Yoshinibu Ishii with a goal and 2 assists gets the second star. Third star of the game, Mike P with a goal and an assist. Shots are 26-21 in favor of the Raptors, but not the score. Next up, the Citadels and Battleborn, and the Battleborn take this one by a score of 4-3. First star of the game, Becky Fromm with a goal and an assist. Second star, Kayleen Badine. Dabine. I said Badine. Dabine. Like, apparently dyslexic here a little bit. Kayleen Dabine with the goal is the second star. Third star, Roy Dees Rivers with an assist. Shots are 36-25 in favor of the Battleborn. Yeah, the song kind of slaps. Next up, the Kraken and the title. Carolina takes this one in a battle of the aquatic supremacy by a score of 5-3. First star of the game, Dino Nugget Hopkins. Ryan Dino Nugget Hopkins with 2 goals and an assist. Second star, Logan Seymour with an assist. Third star, Luis Fenterschmacher with a goal and an assist. Shots are 30-29 in favor of Carolina. Nope. I cannot. Ottawa and Maine. Maine gets it done. First star of the game, Darnell Mohammed Johnson Herrera. Second star, Zachary Gerard. Third star, excuse me. Third star, Holy guacamole! Shots are 43 to 33 in favor of Ottawa. Newfoundland and Kelowna. And the Berserkers win this one. First star of the game, Ace Faulkner II. I know that guy. Second star, Dan Backel. Third star of the game, Gary Winters. Shots were 49 to 30 in favor of Newfoundland. Oh my god, I got a boarding major too. That's hilarious. Next up, we have Ottawa and St. Louis. St. Louis wins 8-4 as they double up on the Highlanders. First star of the game with a hat trick, Jordan 4-4 III. He's had a really good sim today. Second star, Paul Mistanet with a goal and 2 assists. Third star, Walrus with an assist. Shots were 56 to 26 in favor of the Scarecrows. Next up, the Timber and Title. And the Timber take this one 5-2. First star of the game, Denali Nettleberg with 2 goals. Second star, Melon Lord with a goal and an assist. Third star of the game, Lucas Eichelman with an assist. Shots are relatively close, 30 to 29 in favor of the Title. Carolina and Colorado, and Carolina wins this one 6-4. First star of the game, Ryan Dino Nugget Hopkins with a goal and 2 assists. Second star, Obi O'Connell with 2 goals and an assist. Third star, Helmfried Kunkel with a goal and an assist. Shots were 41 to 37 in favor of the Kraken. Next up, Nevada and Newfoundland. And Newfoundland takes this one in the shootout. First star of the game, Devin Luchard with a goal. Second star, Sergei Rovanov with 2 assists. Third star of the game, Envy with a goal and an assist. Shots were 76 to 19 in favor of Nevada, who couldn't quite get this one done against Newfoundland. What a goaltending performance. Holy smokes. How is Maverick not one of the stars with freaking 72 saves in the game? That is crazy. Good night. I love you. See you in the morning, kiddo. The 72 save effort by Maverick. That's crazy, dude. Next up, we have Detroit and Vancouver. 4-3 victory for Vancouver. First star of the game, Jeffrey Hattrick with a couple of assists. Second star, Roy Dupain with 2 goals. Third star, Thomas Passarelli with an assist. Shots are 35-32 in favor of the Falcons. Yukon and Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay wins this one 6-4. First star of the game, Cap Crunch with a goal and 3 assists. Second star, Paul Krugman with 2 assists. Third star, Dana Catherine Selly with a goal and an assist. Shots were 30-26 in favor of the Malamutes. And our final sim of the day, the Malamutes and the Knights. Have the Knights taking this one by a score of 4-1. First star of the game, Eric Johnson with a goal and an assist. Second star, Patrick Rail with a goal and an assist. Third star, Ryan Weber with an assist. Shots are 39-22 in favor of the Knights. Let's take a look at the standings. Scarecrows currently sit on top of the Southern Conference with a 6-point gap between the second place Colorado Raptors. The Grizzlies are on top of the Northern Conference with a 2-point advantage over the Quebec City Citadels. Toivo Jokinen holds on to that spot at the top of the league in scoring. But he did lose his lead on assists with Joe Primo having a strong sim. And that's going to do it for me, everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you had a great Monday. I'll be done simming for about a week, so I will catch you guys later. Have a great night.